Now we're going to build our color ramp. So what we're going to do, it's going to be very similar to our alpha attribute VOP. So I'm actually just going to copy and paste that. And I'll call this create CD because that is obviously what color is called in Houdini. So let's go inside this and let's just make a couple changes. First off, I'm just going to get rid of the multiply, get rid of this input 2, and get rid of this alpha bind. And we're going to go to the ramp. And I am going to change this to an RGB color ramp, and I'm going to call this color ramp. All right. And now I'm just going to wire the output of the ramp into the geometry output CD. So there we go, straightforward. We are just taking, again, that same CD input that we created in the particle system that sort of just like look up 0 to 1 over time, splitting out the red channel, driving a ramp with it, and then feeding it into the CD output of the VOP. I built a lot of VOPs like this, really simple, straightforward, not too crazy, but allows us to do a lot of great attribute customization. Okay, so now let's take this, let's look at the color ramp up here. And of course, this got all whacked out because we switched it from spline to RGB. So let me just get rid of all these points and we're gonna start new. Okay, so at 0, we're gonna have this be white. Start off white. And then it will very quickly at 0.06, it's going to go to 0.9.9. We're going to go to this kind of tealish color. And then at 0.15, we're going to go to 0.001 to get a deep blue. Just fading through some different colors here so we get a nice kind of magically smoke effect. And then at 0.7, we're going to go to 1.00. And then at the end, we are going to do 0.9, 0.450. Okay, so you can see we start with white, we kind of go through these cool colors, and then we fade through the spectrum to warmer colors at the end. And now let's see this play back. So now this is really starting to come to life because we get this almost like hot white smoke that comes out of our object as it starts, and then over time that decays to these other nicer, richer colors. All right, so this is a great example of how we could use that one color value that we had set up within our particle system, and then we can use that to drive all these different attributes down the line when we want different kinds of time-dependent things. And because basically we just turned time into a color, we can really easily access it and use it for all kinds of different stuff. Okay, so now we've colored our particles, and next up we're going to move on just to cleaning up our attributes and groups and sort of finalizing out this system.